it probably looks exactly the same on camera. I'm just looking at it now, it looks exactly the same. I promise I have moved, and this is going to be the last video of the trilogy, and then I'm going to get back to doing normal content. Because I know some of you don't care about my life, you just want the advice, so that's fair enough. But for my subscribers, I thought I'd just explain that obviously I have moved, and as I was editing the other video back, I was thinking people might think, oh, you only moved, why are you being so melodramatic? But it was because I moved about an hour and a half away, and I just found it really stressful. And it's honestly taken me a little while to get used to the flat because I was in the other one so long, and I've been trying to work out all the neighbour habits and just really getting used to the flat. And the flat itself is fine. It's a 2 bedrooms, so I thought, okay, we're going to make the second bedroom there, which is directly there, the podcast room. On second thoughts, I don't think it will quite work because it's a connecting wall to another flat, and they're not loud at all. The people are absolutely fine, but you can just hear, you know, people just walking about and stuff like that. So I've been thinking about where to film, and the lounge is on a busy main road, so that really isn't an option. And behind me, as I'm sure you'll hear in a few moments, is a lovely train track. And I had to be pragmatic when I moved, because when I first moved in, I was like, I've made a mistake, I'm near a train track, it's really noisy. But I just had to be really pragmatic and think, it's fine. You just stop your podcast, you wait for the train to go, and then you start again. It's fine. You're not going to get the perfect flat. It's almost sometimes as if I want things to be perfect, but they're not going to be perfect. And I'm kind of making the best of things as they are at the moment and just getting used to everything. That's why I haven't really been around for a while. I've been really just getting used to the new town, where everything is in the flat, how everything works, and really thinking things through, because I knew that when I was moving that I would always have the same problems and the same issues. No matter where I went, I would always feel them. I did know that deep down in the back of my mind, but I think part of me also felt that moving would just change everything. Moving into a flat that's really nice would just make me feel less depressed, would make me feel happier. And that first week, that first transition, I was just sitting there in the flat thinking, why am I not happy now? You have the perfect flat, it's light, it's airy, it's not mouldy, but you still feel a sense of unhappiness. And why are you feeling this when some people out there don't even have anywhere to live? Why did moving not wave a magic wand? And that's when I realised it's because I was trying to solve the external with the internal and what was going inside. And part of me felt like I almost feel like king of the hill, this lovely flat, and I'm not happy. And it's because I realised that the move was always going to be a compromise. It was always going to be a compromise between what I wanted and what I could afford. And I am grateful that I have been able to move, but there is still the part of me which is thinking I'm just hampered by money, etc., which is shite. And I really want to focus going forward on what makes me happy and how can I be happy. And I tried so many things to be happy last year. I tried cutting my hair off. I was like reinvention, cutting my hair off, losing weight. And even now I'm conscious of the fact I've put a slight bit, not loads, but I've put a slight bit of weight on since last filming, and it's because I've been stressed, etc., and just trying to solve the feelings of unhappiness that I felt. And I generally felt that moving from a smaller place to a bigger place would help, and it hasn't. And that kind of makes me think about when people have money and they're still not happy. It's because it's the internal that I have to work on. and it's the relationships that I need to work on, because even in the process of moving, I realised that I was trying so hard to be a YouTuber that I had neglected quite a lot of friendships. And at that time, I didn't really have a lot of people to help me, because I had been so focused on my channel that I just let everything slip. And I didn't feel that I had that help around me. And that is part of the reason why I've moved back near my family, is so that I can have support on hand that I need. I just can't work it out why I genuinely can't be happy single. I don't know why it's almost not inside me that I can be happy, when on the surface I've got so much in my life that I should be really happy about, such as a nice family, a good job, I'm able-bodied, I'm intelligent. I've got so much going on around me that is positive, that I still can't be happy. And even now I'm looking around my flat thinking about things I can change, thinking like buying a new bed, buying new cushions, buying new whatever, just to get a sense of happiness. And that's because I still feel that societal pressure of not being a wife and mum. That's because I feel that so strongly. So obviously I took a little break. I had that month on Hinge, and I didn't go back on Hinge, and I've pretty much had another 2 months off dating apps. And then I thought I'll just try again because I'm in a new town, and lo and behold, changing didn't really change anything dating wise. I was talking to my mum about this yesterday, and she said, look, you're going to find the same problems wherever you are. Whatever town you're in, you're going to find the same problems. I'm still finding the same problems that I had when I was 25, i.e. men not wanting to settle down, men not wanting relationships. There was part of that as well, as I put so much pressure of this move to just make everything perfect, and in reality it hasn't. I am happier, and I am going to start producing more content now, but it's still been a big learning curve. And part of the move also was just pushing down all my emotions. It gave me the perfect time to just put everything literally in a box, and also put my feelings in a box, and I could park them for 2 months and not think about them because I was sorting everything else out. And then of course what inevitably happens is when you move, everything's shipshape and sorted, and then you have to start unpacking the boxes again. And I've been unpacking the boxes again, literally, and etc., and thinking, why am I still not happy? I generally thought the move would make me happy, but it hasn't. Why am I still not happy? Why am I still slipping back into old habits again? And that's when I realised again that I need to, get back onto the fitness and that again. And I did go for a run this morning. I just went for a run all along the beach, and I thought to myself, you wouldn't be able to do that before. You weren't able to run along the beach before. You can now. Think how lucky you are. So I just need to move on from last year, because I found last year quite tough mentally with questioning. I was questioning my self-worth quite a lot last year, and constantly thinking what was wrong with me as a person, why didn't people like me? Whereas this year I want to kind of get out of that feeling and think about what I can do to be a better person, but also not be so hard on myself and think it's because of this, it's because of this. So that's when, obviously, when all the boxes were unpacked, that's when I realised that I needed to get back to filming again and get back to doing what I wanted for me. I've just got to push forward with this, because I generally don't think I'm going to find someone now, and I've gone past the stage of crying about that. I generally think I'm going to be alone forever, and I don't know. I just don't really care about it anymore. I just think I've got to be the best person that I can be, and if people don't want me, then people don't want me, and I've just got to push through with that. So I'm going to start filming again actual topic videos, and they will be on Sundays, but I'm not going to bullshit you. It's probably not going to be every Sunday. That schedule for me is just too hard to maintain at the moment. So we'll see. We'll see with still posting once a fortnight or at the latest once a month, because I know in my hearts of hearts I can't feed the algorithm what it wants. I can't put out 3 or 4 videos a week or one long video that's like an hour of editing. So yeah, I've got some good ideas coming up. I think I've taking some time off had helped me and the move, but I just want to emphasize to people that the exterior can't solve your internal problems. Even moving, as you say, to a really nice flat, I've still got the same problems that I had in the old flat that was small and mouldy and made me ill. I still have those same problems moving to a nice flat. So the spiritual journey is not done. I still have things to learn, and I still have things that I need to work on to be happy. And as ever, it's a work in progress.